Hey guys, my name is Tana and welcome to my channel. This is a new episode I'm trying out and it's called Live Hustle. I began this episode in Tamil and this is my first time doing it in English. The first episode talks about loan and interest. It's important for anyone out there who has a facility with the bank to understand what are loan and interest. Well, a loan is basically when you go to the bank or an institution to ask for funds, and in return you end up paying them interest. That's a loan. Loans are basically divided into two types of categories, which are secured and unsecured loans. Secured loans are basically when you have a property or an asset, just a car or a house, and the bank takes ownership of those properties, and in return you actually pay them a monthly installment with interest, and upon finishing that installment the property is given back to you. If you do not pay the particular facility, the bank keeps the property. Not take away, they keep the property. The property isn't yours, my friend. So naturally secured loans are of lower interest rates opposed to unsecured loans. Unsecured loans are loans such as your personal loans, your credit cards, your credit facility, any type of loan which isn't attached to any asset. What that means is they must charge you a little more interest, because they don't feel secure. So knowing these two categories, you would think, oh, you know what, then secured loans are fantastic because they give me the lowest possible interest. Not really, because again, within secured loans such as the cars and houses, they are computed differently. A car loan, for example, is computed at a flat line methodology. In accounting, we call it flat line basis. That's because if you take a car loan for 100,000 ringgit, and assuming the interest rates are at 5%, whether it's year 1, year 2 or year 3, the same 5,000 ringgit of interest applies for every single year of ownership. On the opposing side, if you take a 100,000 ringgit housing loan, on year 1 it's 100,000 ringgit, on year 2 it's 90,000 ringgit, on year 3 80,000 ringgit, and so on and so forth. What that means is every year the interests are computed on the balances and not the actual loan amount. That is what we call asset reducing balance basis. Thus housing loans have got much lower interest opposed to car loans. Now, why do we talk about this, and what's my topic all about? Don't settle your house loans. This is the sheer fact. The fact is, you need to understand what type of loans do you have or are you exposed to. So if you were to go back home and put it on the paper, and you go like, number 1, what loans do I have? Number 2, how are those loans computed in terms of interest? Number 3, what are the interest rates? And number 4, more importantly, what is the bottom dollar value of interest I'm paying each year for each of this facility, whether it's credit card, whether it's personal loan, hire purchase, whatever they are. If you do not know these 4 facts about your loan facilities, you are flying blind and you are not in control of your own financial exposure. Knowing this, the answers most likely will be this. First and foremost, settle your personal loan, then settle your credit card, then settle your hire purchase, and only then settle your housing loan. How I came up with this theory? That's because, you know what, interest exposures are different, and this is how the interests are much higher at personal loans, and it goes lower and lower and lower when you come to housing loans. But even if you come to the point you settle these main 3 categories of personal, credit card, and car loans, and you still have got excess cash, or if you're exposed to an ability to go and take loan somewhere else and put somewhere else, because again, you could get a good offer from a personal loan and you say, well, I got extra cash now, does it make sense for me to go and take this personal loan and use it somehow? Well, it might be, and that's why you notice that whatever said and done, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever for your personal home. I'm not talking about rental income. The house you stay in, that property, it doesn't make sense for you to go and settle the housing loan. Doesn't make sense for you to take money from EPF to settle it also. It makes no sense whatsoever, because EPF is a whole different story altogether, but it doesn't make sense to settle your housing loans. Any extra cash should be used to either pay off the loans or invest somewhere else, which will give you more than the measly 3-4% reducing balance basis interest calculation on housing loans. Even buying a car, it's a better idea, because the car gives you experiences opposed to actually paying off your loans. So yeah, that's my takeaway. Do not pay off your housing loans. And next week we'll talk about something else even more interesting, which is to do about car loans, because again, I'm into cars, and I'm talking about why you shouldn't pay off, why you shouldn't keep the car loans, it's a topic about why you shouldn't keep a car for more than 3 or 4 years under a hire purchase loan, and that'll be interesting. So guys, stay tuned, and we'll chat later while on the way to work. So till then, bye.